In the previous class, we have talked about the peripheral nerve injury. We have started this class. We have come across the different types of classification of different classifications of nerve injuries, anatomy of the nerve injuries. Two good chapters we have discussed in the previous class. Today we will go further. What are the other things this is important to know in case of peripheral nerve injuries? These are very important, other than anatomy and other than this. What happens if a nerve is there? If any nerve get damaged, is cut here, cut or damaged there, what happened with the nerve? It is totally different thinking from the bones. If the bone gets fractured, what will happen? The growth will start from both ends. Growth will start from both ends, and they will tie to each other and become a callus, and form a callus and join to each other. So in case of fractured bone, the unification repair process starts from both ends. Both fracture ends start and they meet each other in between. In case of but this is totally different in case of nerve. In case of nerve, what happened? The distal to the injury, whatever the nerve is there, they all get completely detached from this proximal one, and so full nerve tissues, all the axon and Schwann cells get destroyed distally. Distal portion, complete destruction of nerve tissues, complete destruction of nerve tissues, complete destruction of nerve tissues will happen distal to the injuries. What remains? Only remains is the tubal structure. Only remains is the tube. Only the epineurial layer remains there. And whole of the nervous tissues in between get destroyed. Completely get destroyed. Only the nerve tissue, only the superficial layer. So only tube remains. So when the injury starts, what will happen? Repair process is going on, and that proliferation lead to Schwann cells get destroyed, and by the process the macrophages come there, and all the nerve tissue get engulfed by the process of phagocytosis. By the phagocytosis, all the distal nerve will destroy. Only the tube remains. And each and everything get damaged. But proximal to that, what happened to proximal to that? The proximal to this is what is happening. This the cell. From the cell this nerve tissue arises. See, this nerve cell remains only. This remains only, and the regeneration starts from this area. Regeneration from this conical areas, and when the repair starts, it will grow if the tube remain in contact the nerve tissues passes like this, day by day, day by day, day by day, passes, go to the nerve endings. It will go to the nerve endings this way. This will go to nerve ending. This way, the nerve tissue passes from proximal to distal. Repair process of this nerve is like this, not like two-way like bone. This is one way. One way traffic is there. From the proximal to distal transmission is there only. The proximal to distal progression, distal growth is there only. The growth is only there, not from the both sides. So this is difference between this. This what? So this is called Wallerian degeneration. Wallerian degeneration. Wallerian degeneration. This process is called Wallerian degeneration. So what is happening? The distal tube complete dissolve and the proximal one remains, and from there the nerve start going toward the distal part if the tube remain in contact. If tube is not remain in contact, what will happen? Again, either it will find a tube or not. What will happen? The nerve tissue is growing like this, 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 growing like this. So haphazard growth of nerve tissue and finally form the neuroma of the tissue. What will form it? It form the neuroma. It form the neuroma. If the normal tissue is not there, haphazard growth of the distal part of the distal portion of the proximal part grows haphazardly and form the neuroma. So it forms the neuroma. Neuroma is there. If contact is not there. If contact is not there. If contact is there, it go. Normally, each and every distal cells is not survived. As a proximal, distal is cleared out. Regeneration, where the proximal one, most of the tissue cell get damaged. Those get survived, start regenerating. So these two things happen in case of peripheral nerve injuries. It grows from distal to proximal. So if generation you can, whatever the generation they have, whatever the regeneration they have, you can measure by a sign. It's called Tinel sign. What is called is a Tinel sign. What we call it is Tinel sign. Tinel sign. Tinel sign. If the nerve grow from proximal to distal is grow. It grow from proximal to distal. It grow from proximal to distal. It comes to this place only. What happens? If you know the surface anatomy of the nerve, what will happen? You know the surface anatomy. This is radial nerve. This radial nerve is coming like this and goes like this. If you or the ulnar nerve is like going like this. If you know this ulnar nerve like this and ulnar nerve gets cut here, if you percuss the surface areas of the nerve, once you come here, you find some patient will find some pain is there. If the cut is there or if you find pain is there, it means nerve grows up to this level. Nerve grow up to this level. Nerve grow up to this level. If you percuss the surface area of the skin or you find some pain is there, it means nerve grow up to this area. So this passes from this area to this area. If it goes to this area, even you are percussing, you find nerve is pain is there. If the passing there, then you can find nerve is there. So if the transmitting cone, the regenerating cone, if you percuss there, you find pain. So where you will find pain? That is the area where your proximal nerve is there. It means your proximal nerve reaches to that level, which level? It is confirmed by the tinel sign. It this is a good regenerating sign. It is a really regenerating sign. Engineering sign. It is a regenerating sign. So you must after repair of the nerve, you go for regeneration and find out where your nerve, up to which level your nerve has gone. So this is a very important test you do post-operatively. It is very helpful. It is very helpful in this case. So these are the very basic things. So you must know about it, what to do. So this is very important. What is very important? So nerve repair is very important as early as possible. If the growth started from the proximal area, but no neural tube is there, what will happen? Neuroma formation will happen. So close it as early as possible. Whatever the injury, you must cover it. You must close it. You must repair it. This is very important. This is very important as early as possible. Not only that, second important thing is this: what happened to the motor in the plate? Motor in the plate. Motor in plate. Where it is found? It is found in the muscle. It is found in the muscle. If your muscle get damaged, if the muscle get fibrosed, if muscle get damaged and fibrosed, what will happen? So your motor nerve in the plate get damaged. If the motor nerve plate get damaged, whatever the nerves come to this muscle, suppose this is muscle, this is muscle, this is muscle. Nerve injury has occurred here, and this nerve cone, after some time, when the motor in the plate of the nerve get damaged, this nerve will get damaged. Then what will happen? If your nerve reach there to the motor in the plate, it is no use, because the motor nerve in the plate is not responding to your nerve, so there is no contraction will be there, no contraction is there, so your muscle become atrophied. It's no useful if your nerve is reaching to this level after the motor in the plate get damaged. Death of motor in the plate. Death of motor in the damaged motor in the plate is no use. So repair must be as early as possible to reach your nerve to the motor in plate before it get damaged or dead. So this is very important. Before death of this motor in plate, your nerve should reach their muscle, then it is useful, either it is not useful. And what will happen to sensory part? The sensory nerve endings. Even in sensory nerve endings, same thing happens. If the sensory nerve endings get damaged, your nerve is comes there, it's not useful. But sensory nerve endings survive for years, which is very important. It is good. Sensory nerve endings survive for years, but your motor in plate is not survive for years. Maximum 3 years. Maximum 3 years. Best before 1 year. Before 1 year. Or best 1 to 3 months. So 1 to 3 months is the best for motor in plate. Motor in plate. Because damage of the muscle will start as early as possible, and it will start 1 to 3 months. It will start damage the muscle. So before fibrosing, before damage, so must your repair nerve must reach to there. So best is within 1 to 3 years. You can repair up to 1 year is good. 1 year is good. This is ideal. It is good. Somehow you can do before 3 years. After 3 years, there is no use to repair the nerve, especially for muscle injuries. After 3 years, there is no use to repair the nerve, so then you have to go for other option. You don't jump for the repair of the nerve. If you think your distal part, your proximal growth will reach to the place after 3 years, so it is better to leave it. Don't go for repair. It's useless. Even though you repair nicely, your nerve is growing properly, but it is, your motor input is dead, so it is useless. So don't go for repair if you think your nerve will reach to the motor input after 3 years. So this is useless to go. So stop there and think for other way to function recovery. Other way to function recovery like tendon transfer or something else. You can arthrodesis, whatever the things you do, arthrodesis or tendon transfer, whatever the reasonable things you do. So you go for that, not for nerve repair. Because normal nerve can repair. Normal nerve can grow 1 to 2 millimeter per day. Suppose 1 millimeter per day, 1 to 2 millimeter per day. 1 to 2 millimeter per day nerve growth is there. Human nerve can grow at the speed of 1 to 2 millimeter per day. So you can measure, if cut is here, it has to reach here, so you can measure this distance and can say this time used for this time is needed for this to reach the level is as much. If it is 5 inch, it means 5 inch is equal to 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimeter. 2.5 centimeter. 2.5 centimeter is equal to 25 millimeter. 25 millimeter. 5 inches. 5 inches. 25 into 5. 125 days. Almost 125 days. And primarily it is 7 days. Delayed period once you repair. So delayed period, lag period is 7 days. So you can add 7 days in between. 132 days you can roughly estimate. So this time will take from here to here start. So tenile sign, this is very important. Tenile sign is very important. You must know the growth speed of the or you can calculate the exact normal. Grossly you can calculate the time to recovery. Also is very important, and this way you can. And these are the things you must have keep in mind before jumping for nerve repair. So you must keep in mind these things. What happened to if you want to repair? So few lines. There's so many ways to repair, but I am not going to touch each and every part. But normal and the most common repair is epinudial repair. Just this is outer layer of the nerve is epinudium. Epinudium to epineudium. If you can stitch all around, front and back also. If you repair this epinudial repair, so epinudium to epineudium, just repair the epinudium to epineudium is the best repair. Other methods are also useful, but perineurium to perineurium repair, fascicular repair, these are also epineurial repair, perineurial repair, fascicular repair, But the most common and useful if you need it, to repair is there, so you can repair the nerve to nerve. So this is important. And so when go for nerve repair, this is also important. When you will go for nerve repair. Nerve repair is of two types. Primary nerve repair. Primary nerve repair. Second one is delayed primary repair, and third one is secondary repair. If you repair the nerve within hours, it is called primary repair. If you repair the nerve between the 5 to 7 days, between 5 to 7 days, you delayed repair. After 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, up to 7 days, it is delayed repair. If any repair you do after a week, after 1 week, after a week, then it is called a secondary repair. If you do within hours, primary repair. Up to 5 to 7 days, it is delayed repair. After 7 days, it is called secondary repair. So when we do the primary repair is the best. Primary repair is the best. But if your wound is contaminated, so avoid it. Go for delayed or secondary repair. If your wound is contaminated, it's open wound and contaminated wound, so don't go for primary repair, because you will repair and infection get adhere and that will lead to disastrous condition. So don't repair in your muscle weight, it must be good muscle flowing. So weight is very important. Not only that, if the condition is very critical, so you want to just your skeletal stability is very important. So you have to first of all, if the nerve injury along with the other soft tissue injury, so first of all skeletal stabilization is must, and then vascular flow is very important. Restoration of blood flow is very important for the survival of the tissue. The restoration of blood is very, very important for the survival of the tissue, survival of the limb, survival of the foot. So restoration of blood is very important after the skeletal. But nerve repair you can delay. If symptoms is not necessary longer time, or patient condition is not good, in those conditions you can defer for primary repair. In those conditions you can defer for primary repair and go for delayed repair or secondary repair. If the patient already come after 7 days, we also definitely will go for secondary repair. It is known as secondary repair. So these are the way you can repair the nerve. This is the technique, timing, and another is the way you can repair or different types of repair, and how to calculate the areas. We have just covered. We have just covered the other way. So these are the if you have started repair the what you find the nerve is there. Nerve is there. This part of nerve get cut and disappear. So gap of the nerve gap is there. If nerve gap is there, how to fill this gap? How to fill this gap? If some maneuver, movement of the if your ulnar will get cut here, you can move this one. So this area become place, and you can, so any maneuver, flexion of the joints, it is helpful. It's okay. Primary can go. If even though you cannot reach these two places come together, then what to do? How to tackle this problem? If this types of problem will happen, then what to do? You go for nerve graft. We will go for nerve graft. We will go for nerve graft. So you have to put nerve graft, repair here, repair here, repair here, repair here. So put nerve graft from another point is from where we will take the nerve graft. From where we will take the nerve graft. The source of nerve graft, the most common source of nerve graft is plantar nerve. Is it? The most common is sural nerve. Most common is sural nerve. Sural nerve from leg. From sural nerve from leg is the most common. Sural nerve. You can take sural nerve. Any nerve of forearm. Nerve of forearm. So these are the nerves. When you use for, you can do for radial nerves also. So these nerves normally you can use for nerve graft. Other parts of the social nerve, the most common is the sural nerve and nerve of forearm. These you can take this. So small loss is there. So sensation you will lose the sensation. You will have that complete neuron. This tube is there. Contact tube you will find, and you will repair this epithelium. Nerve will go like this. So nerve graft is the another answer for nerve gap. Nerve graft is answer for nerve graft. So these are the techniques with which you can repair the nerve. So this is all about the anatomy and this classification. Now the injuries, what will happen to the nerve when they happen, what will happen with the Mendelian degeneration. We have talked about the Mendelian degeneration, and we have talked about the ways to repair and nerve gap. So this is all about the peripheral nerve injury. But especially if you want to study more and more, so you have to go for the special nerves also. If the radial nerve will get damaged, what we do? If you get the ulnar nerve, if you get sciatic nerve, so you can go for these specific nerves also. Basic nerves also. The basic finding is this: if you repair the motor parts of the nerve is very important, and this growth of this is very good. So motor nerves regenerate very well than the sensory nerve, but mixed nerve has a less prognostic value. The good prognostic value is the motor nerve. The motor nerves have the good prognostic value than the other nerve. And the sciatic nerve is less prognostic because it has a long way to go there from here to here to go. So it will take lot of times. So prognostic value of sciatic is less, and the best one is radial nerve. Radial nerve comes with the good prognosis, and sciatic is the less prognosis. Motor nerves are more prognostic than the mixed nerve. So these are the things about the peripheral nerve injury. Even though if you want to know more than this, you can ask me. I will go through that parts also. This is too much about the MBBS courses. So this is I'm closing this chapter. Thank you.